Hello, this is Gorgeous Response, and I am Gorgeous. And I just want to say a big happy birthday to one United States of America. Happy 243rd. You know what? It's been a long one. And it's really not, it's been as long as comparable to other nations and their existence and how long they've had, humanity populating it and ruling on it. 243 years is not really that long. There's some that are in the thousands. America has, grown so much and so fast, and they have gathered so much influence in the process that it's just really, when you think about it, when anybody really thinks about it, just the actual accomplishments of this great country that all of us Americans live in, the United States of America, is really jaw-dropping. It really is. I mean, this is not a perfect country. Nothing is perfect in life, simply because we're human beings. And no human being, is without folly or sin or wrongdoing or, just any type of negative blot on their person or personhood. So, we can't expect everything to be glossy and, as they say, lollipops and ice cream or with a slice of apple pie on the side. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not going to be that way in life. And everything has not been that way in the United States of America for 243 years. There's been times, there's been battles that have been fought, between people, between nations, between races. Obviously, we know about, slavery. We know about, the Indians having, this massive land, United States, North America, having it basically vanquished from them, from the European settlers, and wrested away from them, and basically having it colonized. Is that a sin? Is that right? Is that wrong? All I know is there's a lot of wrongdoing here on the planet Earth, and I just think that if we sit up here and we focus on the negativity so much, then those negative vibes, that that negative frequency, it stays within us, and that's all that we do. We spew out these negative vibes and these negative energies to other people that we come in contact with and associate ourselves with, and be it our family, our friends, our church going, kinsmen, or people at the workplace, people at Walmart, people at everywhere we go in life. You have these negative waves that are constantly flowing throughout your body and your personal energy system. It's not a good look. It really is really not something that you would want to prescribe or advise to someone else who's searching for wisdom or some good advice, to function that way, with those type of waves, negative waves, vibes, and always looking at things in a negative light, and thinking of the worst of people who you've never really spoken a single word to, don't even know them by name, perhaps only met, at an instance, and you already have a lot of negativity about this particular person when they've done nothing to you, whatever. So, it's not really a good look. I've always been tended to think of things in a positive light. It just seems like it's better. It's like I've always said, when you do something wrong, you can be successful in doing so. When you do it the wrong way, you can be successful, and you can be successful also doing bad things as well. But things are more everlasting. Things are more substantial. They have greater meaning, greater purpose behind them. When you do things in a good way, when you do things the right way, if you believe in a such thing as right and wrong, or good and evil, or good or bad. When you do things the right way, things tend, to be more enduring and everlasting, and that's what you want. To me, that's what I target. I want things to last long. I want everything to carry out its quality, and I want it to do it in a times fashion. So yeah, I'm all about the positivity tips. I think about the United States of America, the single greatest country on the face of the earth. All of it was done in 243 years, if you can believe it or not. And it's awesome. It's awesome to be American. I carry a lot of pride. Being born in this country and representing this country, and everything that I do, and every venture, in my life, and I'm just blessed. I'm blessed like we're all blessed. I'm saying, I hope y'all are willing to admit it, like myself. But yeah, a lot of people, you notice they just focus too much on the negativity when it's about the United States of America. They like to think, well, this, that, that happened, and, this one is that one's mean, that one, is prejudiced, that one's a racist, that one's a sexist, that one's a bigot, rather. I guess you've had bigamists too, right? Yeah, but that one's awful. He's god awful, right? I just look for positive things in my life. There's always something that you can look for that's positive, that's uplifting to your spirit. It's too easy to find negativity. Negativity just comes a dime a dozen. It ain't really hard at all to get negative or think negative, or carry a negative mentality. Things don't go your way, bam. You wake up late, you missed your meal, you missed your TV show, somebody cut you off in traffic. The guy in the store was mean. I'm talking about all the things that have made me angry before in my own life. All this stuff has made me angry. But you live and you learn, and that's what it's all about, man. And that's what I try to make sure I stay on message with you all, to let you know that, hey, life is a learning game. It's about living and it's about learning. You learn as you go. And what makes you smart is taking good advice, along the road, the road of life. Taking good advice, at those pit stops, and also pitfalls, and learning from your mistakes, And I think that's what we've done in the United States of America as a collective people. I feel like we've actually learned a lot from our mistakes, and you know, because we've learned so much from our mistakes in a really short time, that has what has gained us the power in which we have in terms of the power of the people. United States of America is the greatest country on the face of the earth because anybody can come here and you literally can be anything that you want to be. If you want to be a poor person, you can be a poor person. If you want to be a bum, you can be a bum. If you want to work at Walmart for 20 years, you can work at Walmart for 20 years. If you want to be a doctor, there's a process for you to be a doctor. You can be a doctor. If you want to be president of the United States, apparently, heck, you don't even need to run for a political office anymore in order to be president of the United States, which is the single highest office on the face of this earth, president of the United States. You don't even got to be a politician to be president of the United States anymore in this country. And you can be black, and be president. You can be a woman and be president. Latino. The sky is the limit. You could be the richest man in the world. You could be Jeff Bezos, the guy who owns Amazon, the richest man in the world. The sky is just literally the limit in the United States of America, and that's why people all around the globe, want to come here. That's why you see governments in some of these, extreme, tyrannical countries in which their people are overthrowing those governments, and they're marching and they're trying to take their freedom back from these tyrants that rule over them with iron fist authority and might, because of the United States of America, because they get hold to cell phones and media and what have you, and they see what the United States is, and they see who the United States is, and they envy being American, because we have so much privilege and power. The power is in our hands. And, that's why it's the richest economy on the face of the earth. That's why we have the strongest military on the face of the earth. And that's why we are the police of the world. The United States is the police of the world. We are the leaders in the discussions in terms of world police, and who's doing what, and everything that's going on in terms of international rights and authority. The United States is heading that ticket each and every time. And so all these things being considered, it just really makes me proud to be an American. Now, I feel like it should make you proud to be an American with all the flaws, because we're flawed people. I'm a flawed person. I'm gorgeous. I'm a flawed person. Can you look yourself in the mirror and say you're so-and-so and you're a flawed person? People just got to be real about things, There's, everything negative that you can think about in the world. That's because human beings are in the world. So I just tend to, like I say, look on the bright side and on the positive side of things. And I would hope a lot of y'all do the same thing. And, once again, I have to say, I am proud to be an American. And, in all the things that have happened in our country, good, the bad, the ugly, hey, I am still proud to be an American. And I don't have any problem whatsoever admitting it, and I don't have any problem whatsoever telling everyone that the USA is still the place where you want to stay.